Stir crazy, yeah, woohoo! I fucked that up pretty good, but whatever. So I'm making a drink. Sue's here with me tonight, as is Eker. Yeah. So we're just gonna have a little sit down on the couch. I'm gonna make up a quick cocktail here that's just from my own imagination. Gotta grab the ice from the fridge. Yeah, so, alright. There we go. Well, ice for each glass. So this is one from my own imagination. Sue, maybe you can coin a name for this one. We've got coconut soda, Coco Rico. Thank you to Helen for abandoning that over here weeks ago. And we're going to put in some rum, maybe a little bit of Tripel Sec. Oh, I was going to use Malibu, but there's already coconut flavor and it's in the basement, so fuck it. Little lime action. So let's crack in, shall we? Do like a 4 count on this. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 count. Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh, and I've got this too. I was making this up last Thursday. This is some simple syrup I made from maple syrup that had crystallized in the bottom of a jar of maple syrup that we got from Bert and Kathy. Yeah, so there's this year's, and here's one from last year, and this is the batch that we had gotten previously. You can see the sugar. Oh yeah, it's kind of a cool shot actually, but yeah. So there's maple sugar in there, and that's what Bert said to do, is just use a little water to dissolve it, and then you got simple syrup, basically, maple simple syrup. It tastes pretty good. I'm just gonna hit it with a hint of this, because it's probably pretty sweet already. All right, a little Tripel Sec. And then coconut soda.
Umbrella, please.
Oh, umbrella, please. Jeez, all right. Well, hold on. We need just a little bit more before we can add the umbrella. I think I've got umbrellas up here. So I'm cutting up a little lime. I think this needs something sour to balance that sweetness. And we're going to have this with a hot wing chicken pizza. Oh my goodness. I got the recipe for the crust from Bert. I'll share it, not Bert Gray, but Bert Jones, I guess. I actually don't know what Bert's last name is. He's one of my weirdo Facebook VHS friends. Shout out to Bert, my crusty boy. All right, so umbrellas, yes.
Straw would suffice?
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
It's all right.
Sue's throwing me a curveball here, asking for shit that I don't have on hand at the ready. You get the crazy straw. I'm just going to use it to stir both, and I'll just sip mine because we only have one crazy straw up here. You can see that a lot of planning went into this episode. I have not tried this drink before, so it could be terrible. We'll see what it needs, if anything. But, oh, this will be interesting. Here. Drink cam. Maybe. Can I do this? Here, we'll do this.
Amazing.
Alright, there's that. Oh, here's the issue, though. I was going to shoot this in wide format, but now I can't because I started in up mode, and now this is going to screw with how I was going to do this, but we'll see if this works. Yeah, this is going to suck. Oh, well, maybe not. If I can just get it. There it is. All right, all right.
A little too socially close.
Well, I'm sure we've got each other just germs by now anyway.
From this cat.
Yep. A little typhoid eker here.
So, I'm thinking it's the Wisconsin Beach Hobo.
The Wisconsin Beach Hobo, all right.
Tastes like Hobo.
Hobo, you didn't.
Hobo, I did. It's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like makes me think of mojito a little bit, but no mint, which I don't mind because I kind of hate mint.
I do have mouthwash if you want some. Stick of gum, stir it up.
I think I'll pass, but thank you.
Okay, welcome.
So, yeah, so we're gonna talk about stuff tonight.
Oh yeah.
Well, here, let's fill time with some bites of pizza.
Okay.
That's a good crust. Look at the bottom of that. Good stuff.
Here, I'll drink closer. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's quite good. I did it in the cast iron skillet. I'm happy with this. I'm probably going to do this again. So, all right, now I'll throw you under the bus and make you entertain people for a minute while I go get our seeds. Maybe you can tell them how to play isolation. The rules are on the back of the box here.
Okay.
Maybe we'll play a game. That's not bad.
All right, I really hate eating in front of people, though. I feel guilty. Like they should have a piece.
You can just lean to one side.
Okay, I'll eat off camera. So, isolation is the name of the game for all of us these days. It was also like this game that Austin found in some garbage somewhere, and I really, really wanted this when I was a little tot because it was on TV all the time. It looked really exciting. It's okay. We played it once. Rules are so simple, they can just print it on the back of the box. It's that easy. What you do, you have a pawn. This is a game for only 2 people, so you're almost isolated already. And it has these fun little plastic things, and all you do is like you move one space. Don't even know who goes first. It doesn't even bother telling you that in the instructions.
I think that was the issue, is how do you determine who goes first?
After you, sir.
Oh, but after you.
No, after you. And then, so you move space, and then you punch out one of the tiles that's in front of your opponent, or at the side, or diagonally. So then, punch. So then now there's a hole. So Austin cannot move to the punched space. See? Punched space. And then you just try to get them isolated in a little island.
Oh, by ekers.
Pretty not as fun as I thought. There are no, like, spinners, no punch-o-matic.
Pop-o-matic? No, there's no pop-o-matic action.
Punch-o-matic! Okay.
That's Sue after she's had a few. Just starts swinging.
Not punching, though. Just
all right.
Swinging. Woo. Okay.
I'm going to finish my pizza. I had to wash my hands after handling the seeds.
Oh, that's good.
And then we'll break out the seeds in a minute and show them off.
Okay. Where are these?
I've got them in a bag here.
Okay.
Here's another thing I can show off that I'm not too worried about. This is some tomato wine we made in 2012. Ooh, put on your 3D glasses now. There you go, maybe.
Wow.
That's the last of our garden wines that we made that year.
Back when we thought we'd be good at making wine, and weren't really.
I actually think that our vegetable wines were the most successful of the ones that we did.
They were interesting.
Interesting.
So some were good. Some were... Nothing was too gross.
The hot pepper wine was very hot.
Yeah, it made a good seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't both bite at once. If we alternate bites, then we can alternate talks.
I can just shove it all in my mouth at once.
Do it. You're pretty good at that.
I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied with this crust. I would make this again. I'll put the recipe in the comments.
Cool.
The
topping's interesting.
Yeah. So I made
spicy chicken.
Yep. I made chicken wings in the crock pot so they were fall off the bone, and then topped it with or mixed up the meat after I chopped it off the bone with some hot wing sauce from Sweet Baby Ray's that we had in the cabinet, and then put it on the pizza with some onions.
So how are you guys doing in isolation and such? What are you eating?
Yeah, I sort of thought people might ask us stuff, but I didn't see anything, so I don't know, maybe we can ask them some questions and they can talk about it in the comments or whatever.
What are you drinking? Do you need anything?
You see that?
Can we get you something?
Oh, you look. Anyway.
Oh, that's some naughty joke. Oh.
Oh, it's your broth.
Yes, I'm making broth out of beef. Because now that we're so super frugal, thrifty homesteaders, apparently, can't leave the house, we took the chicken bones and are now making a broth. So, that's it. Which we probably should just be doing in normal times.
Well, I don't know. I've been kind of like going crazy with cooking and cleaning because it's something to do. And I feel crazier with the cooking than the cleaning, let's be honest. But it's something to exercise control, and I want to make sure we're not wasting food
We're usually good at
and
that.
making the food. Yeah, we like to let shit rot in the fridge, us horrible Americans.
And then feel terrible about it, at least, though.
Yeah, because that's at least there's that, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to waste food, you might as well feel terrible about yourself, too.
Here's how you get over it, though. You go, oh, it's for the compost.
Or you just give yourself diarrhea. Compost is better.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of...
Oh, great. I don't want to hear what that reminds you of. But, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, well, didn't your dad used to say...
the wisdom of FW. I'd rather blow it out than throw it out.
See, it was a fond memory.
It was.
Not a fond memory of diarrhea. Dad's diarrhea.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Something else sort of related to that, not to diarrhea, but to food in the fridge.
Or meow.
Here's a secret in our household is Austin's nickname for me. One of the fine nicknames he has for me is Stubbs.
This is not in reference to poop.
No, God. No. Is it Stubbs or is it Stub?
Stubbs. It
Nah, it doesn't matter.
right. I have to pan over because Eker's being adorably cute for a second, and this is what she tells me. This is how she tells me she wants to play. She'll sit here and then
Bye.
meow at me. I happen to have blue snack here.
My chance to eat some more pizza then. Okay.
Yeah. Hi, are you ready for 40 lashes with a wet noodle? Oh, she's silent now.
Intense.
All right. Whoa. Hey,
This is their
now.
daily workout, the 40 lashes.
Oh, speaking of my daily workout, I forgot again today. I'm being shitty with that. At least I got out for a walk the day before. Oh, the loud ass Instant Pot.
Oh, God, it's so loud. Oh, Stubbs is because I save, the last 3 bites of anything I eat.
I feel like...
put it in a little bowl in the fridge, and then I sometimes get back to it.
I feel like 3 bites is even an overestimate sometimes, but,
3 tiny bites.
For your little Ted Alum mouth.
Yes, my tiny little. Yeah. All right. Counting? Did you get 40?
This is far fewer than 40. I don't know if I should make the viewers at home. I don't know. Shall we? Why not? We'll waste your time some. Why not? What else have you got to do, right? 1. Yeah. 2. 3. 4.
12.
13, 14, 15,
and 38.
16, 39,
40. Good job.
I feel like we missed a couple in there, but
Oh, we're all there.
yeah. Well, she fell off the couch, so we're good here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's some cat play. All right, I'm gonna just make some horrible noise and maybe get a little better framing.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Oh, that's nice. That's nice because you can see both of our Jim Jolene lamps.
Yes.
Lamps made in here.
Further, or something like that.
Good enough. I might move this as well.
There we go.
6 feet.
All right. Well, should we look at seeds or?
Yeah, let's look at seeds.
Okay.
So, isolation, super fun game. Maybe we'll get back to that.
This looks interesting. Cardinal basil. It's decorative, ornamental basil. Decorative basil. You know, you hang it up at Christmas. Milkweed. Showy milkweed, even. I want to have some area for just pollinators right behind the shop. Here's some old seeds, but we're going to try them anyway. Mammoth Long Island Dill.
Best dill comes from Long Island.
Parsley. Shout out to Jared. He gave us a bunch of parsley in a mug last year.
It was great.
Yeah, it was
one of
really
our most
nice to have.
successful things.
It was nice to have parsley on hand.
So, where did you get all these seeds, Austin?
Oh, why, I'm glad you asked, Sue. I got them from Gordon Hardware. The supply looked like they were dwindling a bit, but there's still plenty of seeds, well, at least at last check earlier in the week. I wanted to go there because, anecdotally, it sounds like seed ordering online can be a bit of a hassle, and we want to get a damn garden in this year.
It's only
essential.
a hassle because everyone in the universe is ordering seeds from the online companies.
Right.
They're not thinking like, hey, why don't I walk to the neighborhood hardware store?
Exactly. And I mean, you
and
could
get some Parisian gherkins.
I bet you could get them from Farm and Fleet or something too, but you should go to Garden Hardware because they're awesome. Garden Hardware. You can get some gherkins. All right. Some leaf lettuce.
Nice. Lettuce is good to grow.
Black-seeded Simpson. Yeah, we've got kind of a shady yard, so I'm hoping that we have some stuff that'll do all right in the shade.
These are cool. I'm excited about these. In fact, I'm going to bring them close. Tomato, pole cherry, artisan tiger stripes blend. So we're going to have these tomatoes that are going to be so pretty. You can come to our yard and steal some too. Hopefully.
Oh, haha. How about these carrots that were packed for 2012? We'll see. Thought that package seemed a little rough.
Yep.
That I didn't get from Gordon Hardware.
No.
All the cool looking with the ones with the green line across the top are from Gordon's. We got some kale. I like kale. A lot of people don't like kale. It gets a bad rap. I think it's because people are trying to eat the stem or the rib or whatever. And I get like kale salads at restaurants with the ribs still in it. It's going to be a no from me, dog.
Yeah. Also, you need to massage your dang kale. If you're going to eat it raw, put some oil on it and bust it up a little because it's leathery otherwise. So, duh. Serve
it hot a little bit. You know, put a hot topping on it. I love that. We got a Blue Apron recipe with plantains and kale salad with like a oil and lime dressing. Pretty awesome.
The brand on
Summer
these,
squash.
Botanical Interests. That is a very fine brand. Wait, is that the brand? Yes.
Yes, Botanical Interests.
It's a very fine brand of seeds. We're very happy to have them.
Costata Romanesco summer squash. They look corrugated and, I don't know,
they
interesting.
Like
not one we've grown before.
Eat the flowers off them.
Yeah, well, they definitely are showing the flowers on the ends of the squashes. We'll see. This is a new one.
This is an unusual drink.
Do you dislike it?
I don't dislike it. I think I might like it a little more if it had
Malibu?
No. Instead of the coconut, maybe just seltzer tonic. Then it's just like a rum and tonic, which is not a thing.
Yeah, this was mostly an excuse to drink the coconut soda, which I think was kind of decidedly meh, which is why it ended up in our fridge. But I don't know. I'm fine. I'm not hating it. We'll switch to some wine in a minute from John.
Oh, yeah. All right, keep going. Fennel.
All right, sorry, geez.
Sorry. Fennel, what do you eat the bulb and the foliage?
Guess we'll find out. Some Max's Gold Summer Squash. Valentine lettuce. It's kind of reddish.
Sweet.
Heirloom spinach, probably also packed for 2012.
Very old. Picked that one
2017.
Picked that one up
Nice
at
sprout.
Pawpaw Fest, actually.
Yeah, we're worried about Pawpaw Festival this year. We'll talk about John in a minute. He was our buddy who passed away. That we met at Pawpaw. Yeah, Pawpaw Festival. But I don't know. I don't think this stuff's going to be over by fall, or there's going to be a resurgence probably in the fall of COVID-19 and
that stuff.
That stuff, yeah.
Sucks.
I don't know. We watched that 1918 flu epidemic documentary, you watched it recently. I watched it less recently.
Highly recommended. It's really good fun.
PBS.
Fun watching it this time.
Yeah, it's just
really
great fun.
good stuff. You'll
was
get the whole
laughing the
family
whole
around.
time.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Hilarious. Especially when they're like piling up bodies outside the funeral homes and the sidewalks, and the kids are jumping on boxes, and then they get the flu. Hey!
Good God. I don't remember that part.
Yeah. It's rough.
Pretty fucking
It is a grim thing, but watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's educational and might just learn you something, I guess. I don't know. So broccoli. Broccoli's supposed to do okay in the shade. We've never done broccoli.
Going over here
cabbage
to touch
moths.
my face.
I already seen cabbage moths this year just flying around.
Oh.
We're still going to have frosts yet. What the fuck? Those guys are
Cabbage moths are
intense.
those little annoying, those little white ones. They flutter all happily, and they're always like doing it midair, which is really embarrassing to see. And then they lay these grotesque green. Well, they lay eggs, and then they turn into these horrible green little worms that are the same exact color as whatever they're eating. So you don't see them until you're like, oh, I'm gonna pick some kale and bring it in the house, and there's a friggin' cabbage moth worm.
Kentucky Wonder pole beans. Spaghetti squash, that's kind of exciting. We haven't grown that before, have we?
I'm excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
No, we haven't.
Sugar magnolia pea snap. Yeah, pea snap.
snap.
That seems weird, but they're purple pea pods.
I bet the
More
flour-
dill. Mammoth, Long Island.
Same. It was a sale.
Swiss chard.
My favorite.
Yeah, Swiss chard's awesome.
Very easy to grow. Always successful when we've had it, and then you can eat it like lettuce or whatever, and you can freeze it.
I used to think that like growing greens was kind of stupid because they're usually cheap or whatever, but like when you get greens at the store, they're always like wilting within a few days, and when you have them on your patio, they're always fresh.
That's right.
In the container until you pick them, or well, if you miss them,
Or
don't pick those ones that are too old. But anyway, sweet basil. Another 2019. Hey, why not?
Basil is an awesome thing to grow because it's
Basil.
always way expensive at the store.
Not to
And it's
mention
easy.
you can make
so
pesto
much
and
pesto.
preserve it.
Yeah.
More Kentucky pole beans. I think this is another botanical interest one, but it's like an older
it has
design
some sort of
for
poem.
2018.
Yeah, it has some sort of poem on it about children. It was a fundraiser for an illness that some child had. You know what? I should give them props. I can't even read it. Little Hercules Foundation.org. Little Hercules Foundation.org. So go to littleherculesfoundation.org and find out about this terrible childhood disease.
We're really this is just an uplifting video here.
Childhood. Okay.
More basil.
Yeah.
Genovese.
That's the good stuff. Yeah.
Cucumber Space Master 80. That's a new
Is
one.
it like space?
I think
Master?
it's a very
Like
compact,
Space
bushy
Force?
plant that won't take over
Oh.
your entire garden.
Okay,
So
so
you'll be the
space.
master of your space, not the cucumbers.
It's not like Space Force food.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nothing to do with Space Force.
No. Cilantro.
Slow
Bolt.
long-standing. Cilantro is the awesome thing to grow. You just always have it, but then it just goes so quickly.
Coriandrum sativum. Arugula. I love arugula. Rocket arugula.
Rocket. That's what they call it in England.
Oh, really?
Rocket. Yes.
Really?
It is.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love arugula. It seems to stick around longer than other stuff. It's peppery. I like the pepperiness. I use it just like lettuce on a BLT or as a salad. I don't mind. I kind of prefer it sometimes. It has a little more flavor than like, I don't know, iceberg or even romaine or something. Microgreens. Jazzy mix.
Jazzy. When was the last time you
Brassica.
bought
Raffinus and Lepidium.
lepididium?
Lepidium.
Yes, I cannot wait to have some lepididium.
Lepidium.
A big bowl of lepididium, freshly grown.
Lepidium.
Come on over and we'll give you some.
Yeah, we'll keep the yardstick out.
Well,
though,
yeah,
keep you
yeah.
away.
The 2-yard stick.
Tomato
When
pole
was the
brandy wine.
When was the last time? Oh, we're gonna get brandy wine in a second. When was the last time you actually bought like an iceberg lettuce head, which was all they had in stores when I was a kid?
I honestly don't recall.
Okay.
I don't know if I've actively bought one within the last decade.
Okay.
Just sit up straight. You have much better posture than I am.
Whoa,
Hunch
whoa!
over.
I was all hunchy. We can both hunch and then.
Okay, brandy wine, pole tomatoes. I don't know why these are. I think they're just regular old brandy wine, or I don't know what.
Nothing
They're
quite
not pink.
like there's a red brandy wine and a pink brandy wine.
Yeah.
So it looks like we have a red. That is just always a satisfying, dependable, awesome tomato, great for slicing and sandwiches. There you go.
Couldn't say it better myself. Broccoli Rob.
I've
Rapini.
never grown that before.
I kind of went a little nuts, but I just wanted to get a bunch of things, and I don't know, with the garden, it's always kind of a crapshoot.
Mm-hmm.
We've had great success with certain things, poor results with others. So, Moskvich tomatoes.
Yeah.
We got a lot more.
Really? So Austin spent like thousands of dollars on seeds this year.
I spent
apparently.
like $75.
Because he got the good stuff, and usually we'll buy these seeds like the year after, so you get it cheap, and they don't all sprout, but still.
More Swiss chard. We already talked about Swiss chard. Nasturtium. Let's see here. Nasturtium. I like nasturtium. Also peppery and stuff, just like arugula. Some jalapenos that look like they might have like a purple, even. Like fish peppers or something crazy. I don't know if you can see that there, but there's a purple one in the background there.
Mm-hmm. So the Moskvich is like Moscow. So they're talking cold weather. This is a coldish weather tornado. Or tomato, and it'll be one of the first ones that actually comes to fruition, which is great.
Eggplant, which we've had sort of okay luck with, but not great. We get these little like hopping tiny black beetle bugs or whatever. They look like about the size of the head of a pin or so, almost like ticks or something. But they hop around on these guys and chow the leaves, and I don't know what they are. And
how they like just happen to be passing through and go, oh look, they're growing eggplant this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I never see these things unless we have grown eggplant. And a couple of different types of beets. Apparently beets are okay in the shade. We'll find out.
I'm excited about these beets because they look like little targets.
Yeah, that's like the gourmet blend of...
heirloom rainbow mix gourmet blend, like you said. Beets are great because you can even eat the tops.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be an exciting year if we ever get some dirt and go outside and plant.
Yeah, dirt. I'm going to grab the corkscrew.
This
glasses.
Because we're going to... Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah. I think we should talk about John a little bit.
I think we will. So this is a wine made by our friend. I'm going to move our wine out of the way. I don't think we're going to be drinking our tomato wine tonight, but, you know, whoa.
I just wanted to, well, okay.
No, I think it's good.
Before we talk about John, I want to talk about wine, though, a little bit, because it was one of the things that we decided to do with our garden bounty one year, because we had a ton of peppers and didn't know what to do with them, so we made wine, a lot of tomatillos, a lot of tomatoes, green tomatoes, I think was the thing, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So that was a way to use up green tomatoes.
Tomatillo wine was good.
It was really interesting. It had lemon balm in it.
Lemony and light.
I thought it tasted a lot like iced tea almost by the end. But who I wanted to shout out to was Jack Keller, who had a kind of a Byzantine website, but tons of great recipes on winemaking. And if this goes on long enough, maybe I'll film us making a batch of wine or something. I don't know. I mean, it's about drinking, right? I don't know. So, and you're gonna be stuck at home bored. So why not try some? Maybe
like 8 hours with this.
Yeah. Well, we can edit it or whatever. But Jack Keller, the man when it comes to wine, he's got a good website. But here's the ticket. I think he's got a book coming out, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, awesome.
And I want to get it. And I know he has had health problems too, so I mean, for ongoing for a while. He's got a Facebook page as well that you should follow and check him out. Jack Keller.
Nobody we've ever known or met, but you were in communication.
Yeah, he answered emails to me that I had questions for him. Yeah, wine. Like he's cool. He's cool. Yes. Jack Keller. Check him out.
And he was gonna try to make a pawpaw wine, wasn't he? He was thinking about that?
I think so. He's based in Texas, so I feel like it's kind of hard for him to get pawpaws, but I talked to him about mayapple wine and borage wine and just all sorts of stuff.
Have we talked to you about pawpaws yet?
Oh, yeah. So, pawpaws. Pawpaw Festival, we go every year. We have pawpaws growing in the yard. I'm a little nervous that we're going to get nipped by the frost, so I think I might have to put some blankets up to protect the flowers. But if we have good flowers this year, and if I do some hand pollinating or the flies do it for me, we might have some pawpaws this year. Now, I'm probably jinxing it just by saying this, but we planted them in 2012. They say it's about 7 to 10 years to expect fruiting trees, and if they're over 6 foot, they are theoretically capable. So we're right in that range, and we had, I'm going to crack this wine. All right. And we'll talk about John in a minute. But we had flowers previously, and we had fruit set, but then drop off. But we've got multiple trees that look like they should be capable of sustaining fruit. And yeah, let's hope.
So I think some of the challenges we've had is that the pawpaw tree was too young to be having fruit. Another challenge was frost and snow and ice nightmare. And then another one was some fat-ass squirrel who just jumped and knocked a branch off. Okay, so
this is some elderberry from John Maxon. John Maxon was our good friend that we met at the Pawpaw Festival who would enter his wines into the cooking competition. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Here, that one's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Describe the nose, maybe. He made very sweet wines. And he and his buddy Keith as well. I should shout out to Keith. Is he on Facebook?
Yes.
He is? No, he's not? Okay. Well, maybe we'll send him this video.
Yes. And tell him where to skip ahead. If you don't want to see us eating pizza for 5 minutes.
Talking about seeds or whatever.
Yeah.
But
you know what? He probably would enjoy seeds because he's the kind of guy.
Cheers to John. So John passed away in 2019, I want to say, during the summer, if I'm not mistaken. I don't recall exactly when.
May or June last year.
Just super devastating news. He was such a cool, sweet, funny guy. And we look forward to seeing him at the Pawpaw Festival every year. We've got tons of Pawpaw peeps that we see every year. Shout out to Justin and Bob and Joan and George and Eileen and Keith, of course, and I'm sure I'm forgetting lots of people, but it's
the head of
Ron and his wife Terry. So just it's neat seeing the same kind of crowd every year, even though you don't have a whole lot of contact with them during the rest of the year. So I'm worried we're going to miss out because it's a big gathering of people, and it's been getting bigger every year. And I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it, and I don't know what to say.
So
John, let's have some wine for John.
John
smells real sweet.
Was the most generous guy you could ever run into.
Like, real sweet.
We just started chatting with him about his wines, I guess, and then he was like, "Well, why don't you come over?" And he always had this little pop-up. What are those called? Those little tent.
Oh, an Easy Up, yeah.
Easy Up. That had. I thought it was the Wonder Woman logo. I was like, "Oh my God, Wonder Woman!" It was like West Virginia. No, okay. So it was like some college, and so he had that up, and he had like the spread and like all the food, all the drink. And then he had a tent right next to it, and he had a very beloved dog who actually came camping with him once, which was charming. But then Keith, the two of us would just sit around and taste his wines.
We'd get pretty drunk.
They would dare each other, or people would dare John to make a wine out of something. Because he can make a wine out of anything.
Yeah.
And one delightful Christmassy wine was made with Aldi Wassail.
Yeah.
Which he got like tons of on clearance after Christmas. And all right, make a wine. And they did. And it was good. We had some of that.
Yeah. I had a failed wine. I've had multiple failed wines, but one of my failed wines that I really wanted to have some success. But you got to keep on top of your traps. Keep the water fresh. Don't let them dry out. That'll spoil the wine. But I had a dumpster peach wine. I had found these giant cans of peaches behind the dumpster at Aldi, back at the old Aldi, when I was digging there with Ethan. Shout out to Ethan. But yeah, there weren't any preservatives, and I think it was just my fault for letting the traps go bad, honestly. And I think I went crazy one year and made a bunch, and then I fucking ignored them like a jerk, and then
like a dirt. You can
a jerk, a fucking dumb skull. Just let them all basically go to seed, go to hell, and I was very sad. And yeah, I've made a few successful wines and beers, but you gotta be diligent, keep an eye on things. And John made a ton of wine, like tons of wine. He gave us boxes of wine to take home every year because I guess he had so many.
Oh, I saw his wine cellar. Which was so cool. We only knew him from Pawpaw Fest, so we knew him for just like 3-4 years. And he invited us over.
I saw a message on here, so I think that, I don't know, my phone might be running out of memory or something like that. So I guess we should probably cut it off.
I'm running out of memory.
Are you?
Right now.
Oh,
memories.
okay.
Running out of memories, except, I'll never run out of memories. What are good times with John.
Yeah, so...
And Keith at Pawpaw Fest.
Yeah. Here's to good times, and good times again, hopefully, and not losing people, although I'm assuming that this is going to touch a lot of people.
Yeah.
But stay home, be safe, wash your hands, don't cough or whatever. I don't know.
Your victory garden.
Yes.
And think about planting something to make a wine out of. So I'm going to commit to this right now. I'm going to reach into this pile, pull something out, and make a wine out of it.
This is going to be hilarious. It's going to be like broccoli wine. Dill wine.
Damn it!
It's broccoli wine.
So we'll have some broccoli wine for y'all next year.
Yeah, there's a resolution.
Okay.
Wow, did I call it or what?
You did actually.
Yeah, try again. Try again. Let's see if we
That
find
one
something
sounds
good. Now it's gonna be eggplant
terrible.
wine. No, what do we got?
Microgreen
wine.
Jazzy. Okay. One
You know
more.
what? Let's just say Pawpaw wine.
Well, yeah, that and kale wine. It'll be
wow, these are all terrible,
delicious.
terrible wines.
Delicious. You draw one out. Close your eyes. Draw
All right.
one out. This is for reals now. Oh, you almost hit cilantro. Yeah.
Parsley wine. It'll freshen your breath at least.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and wine.
All right, one more cheers, and here's
night.
to you all, folks.
You're the best. Good night, pizza now.
Now, wash your hands.